Hi, this video is to allow you to understand how to select credible resources and using APA formatting correctly in the references list and in-text citations and the discussion boards. So here's the course content page. If you scroll down until you see Getting Started, you'll click on that. And then you will go down until you see Course Resources. And then you will scroll down until you see APA Examples and Credible Resources Announcement. Okay, so here are some credible resources that you can use in the class. Okay, so you can scroll through this site. And if you scroll down, again, more credible resources that you can use for the class as well, all listed here. All right, and now let's look at APA formatting. So we use APA formatting because in science, we paraphrase from your scientific resources, and then we include a references list and in-text citations to give credit to all the authors who wrote your resources. All right, so again, you will not use direct quotes in your scientific writing. This is the order and how you'll format the references list, the authors, publication date, title, and then the source that goes at the bottom of your post. You can use the Kaiser Online Writing Lab or any of these sites here. My favorite site to use is the Purdue Online Writing Lab because I really enjoyed that site. It's very easy to understand. So APA examples, if you use a scientific journal article that's written by one author, in the references list, listing the author's last name, comma, first initial, the first name, period, first initial, the middle name, period. Second would be the publication date in parentheses, year, comma, month, and if there's a day, the day would go last. Third is the title, four is the source. You can see this is a URL, make sure it's a working link. The in-text citation for one author, and the in-text citation in parentheses, just the author's last name, comma, publication year. Here's the scientific journal article with two authors. So in the references list, listing both authors' names, last name first, comma, first letter of the first name, and period, and if there's a middle name, first letter of the middle name, period. Second is the publication date in parentheses, year, comma, month, and a day. Third is the title, four is the source. The DOI, just make sure it's a working link. And the in-text citation for two authors, you are going to, in parentheses, both authors' last names, comma, publication year. Your textbook, which is definitely a credible scientific resource, has 5 authors. So the references list, listing all of the authors' names, last name first, comma, first letter of the first name, period. And then the second is a publication date, 2024. Third is the title of your textbook, and the source is the publisher of your textbook. The in-text citation would be to Torah, ETA, all period, comma, publication year 2024, all in parentheses. Here's another example, scientific journal article written by 3 or more authors. Okay, and the references list, listing all the authors' names, last name first, comma, first initial of the first name, period, first initial of the middle name, period. Second would be the publication date, in parentheses, here, you can see there's just a year, there's no month, day. Third is the title, 4 is the source, DOI, make sure it's a working link. In-text citation for 3 or more authors, in parentheses, first author's last name, ETA, all period, comma, publication year. Here's an article published within an institution. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is an institution. So writing that full name in parentheses, the abbreviation, if there's an abbreviation, but like Cleveland Clinic, Mayo Clinic has no abbreviation. Second would be the publication date in parentheses, year, comma, month, day. Third would be the title. 4 would be the source. This is a URL. Make sure it's a working link. Now the in-text citation, since you already wrote the full name of the organization and the references list, and the in-text citation, since there is an abbreviation, in parentheses, just the abbreviation of the organization, comma, publication year. Probably not going to see this too often, but this is an example with a reference with no author, no publication date. In the references list, unknown, because there's no author. And then there's no publication date, so in parentheses, N period, D period, title, and then the source. Make sure, again, that URL, DOI is a working link. And then the in-text citation for no author, no publication date, in parentheses, in quotations, right, quotations, would be the title of the article, and N period, D period, because there's no publication date. So hopefully these examples will help you to understand how to use APA formatting in the references list and in-text citations. But if you need additional help, you can use the Kaiser Online Writing Lab, or you can